Hey guys, on this CD we have a copy of Windows 98 Quick Install, promising a lightning fast installation of Windows 98. On the project website it states that under 2 minutes you have Windows 98 installed on a Pentium III machine. On this channel behind the scenes I install Windows 98 all the time, so this could be a game changer and also maybe something worth checking out for you. Not only is it fast, it supports different boot media like CD, DVD, USB or even the good old floppy drive. It comes with a built-in program to partition and format your hard drive, and it is customizable with patches and drivers. And of course I tried a few games. When I tested the classic game driver, I was positively surprised. It did something that doesn't work on my stock Windows 98 installation, so stay tuned for that one. And now I want to dive in straight into the action. We have a retro PC ready to go. After a quick word from today's video sponsor, Instant Gaming is an authorized reseller of digital games. Let's compare some prices. Expendable is a game I benchmark in most of my videos. It's $3.99 USD on Steam, but only $1.68 on Instant Gaming. Of course, they have more modern games as well. Cyberpunk 2077, the Ultimate Edition, sells for $80 on GOG, but you can buy it for just around $36 from Instant Gaming. And this is how it works. Here I'm buying Wolfenstein 2, the Deluxe Edition. It has been on my wish list for ages. It's 60 USD on GOG, and here I'm purchasing it from Instant Gaming for just $7. I paid with PayPal, press the one-click activation button, sign into GOG, activation confirmed, and it's ready to download. So for your next gaming purchase, do consider Instant Gaming. We have an affiliate link in the video description. It helps out the channel. And here we go. We are on the retro PC, booting from the CD. Now I'm using a new old stock Pioneer DVD writer. It's really loud. I wrapped it in a towel to reduce some of the background noise. And here it's booting from the Windows 98 Quick Install CD. There we go. We can see a disclaimer with some information. Let's press enter. Welcome to Windows 98 Quick Install. Okay. Here we are in the main menu. We can proceed with the installation, partition the hard disk, or exit. So we will partition the hard disk because I want to show you this step. I've got a 240 gigabyte Western Digital SSD. It's connected with a SATA to ID adapter. So let's select this one. We can see there's an existing partition because I've done the whole process before. Let's wipe that one. We press delete and then we click on write. So it writes the partition table. Then we go back to new. We select a capacity. Let's go with 40 gigabyte. Press enter. Primary partition. Let's make it bootable. And then we choose to write the partition table. All done. Quit. Okay. Finished. And we can now install Windows. So we press enter here. Select the partition. Yes, we want to format, and also we want to overwrite the master boot record. And we have a choice here with the hardware detection. I'm going to go with full hardware detection. It takes a little bit longer. And would you like to integrate device drivers? Yes, I do. And off it goes, formatting the partition. And here we are. It's copying the operating system files, and that's pretty much the main step, copying everything across. It really is this fast. Now it's copying the drivers and it's finished. Let's reboot the machine. Here we go, setting up hardware. So now it's initializing the plug and play components, and then we are greeted with a version conflict. So this happens when you are copying something, but the operating system already has newer files available. It is recommended that you keep your existing files. So let's go with this option. And now it's continuing to set up plug and play devices. This doesn't take too long. We can see a progress bar here. Everything happens very fast. 90%, we are almost done. And we are back. Here it's loading into Windows and we are done. It is really this fast. Let's have a look on the CD because there are some additional files that we might be interested in. The extras folder is of particular interest. Under driver, we have additional drivers. For example, look at that, NVIDIA, it's got the famous 45.23 driver, which we love in the Retro PC community. Internet Explorer 6, kernel X. There are some Microsoft updates available for you. This one lets you access NTFS drives from Windows 98. I'm not sure what this is. And here we've got the patches from the famous Rudolf R. Löw. Under USB, we've got the USB storage drivers. And here under tools, look at that. So many useful programs. 3D Mark, CPU set, we've got WinRAR and a lot more. And at this stage, well, everyone's workflow is different. What I like to do is I shut down the machine and then I connect the storage device. So in this case, the SSD, I connect it to a modern computer with a USB SATA adapter. I copy across the chipset drivers, so basically all the drivers, all the benchmarks, all the games and whatnot. So that is my process. Earlier in the video, I mentioned something surprising when I tested the classic game driver. So recently I've been playing this game a lot because it's one of the games supporting paletted textures and I wanted some more games to showcase the difference between video cards. And on my stock Windows 98 installation, I just couldn't hear any music. The sound effects were playing, but just no music. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I installed the DirectX version that came with the CD, but it just didn't work. Now, with the Windows 98 quick installation, some sort of a patch seems to have fixed the issue. Here we have some captures running in the background. You can hear the music running. So that was a nice positive surprise. And yeah, well done. Maybe for gaming, this is actually a little bit more compatible than the stock vanilla Windows 98 installation. A few observations. The Windows 98 installation files are located under the C drive in the 98 Lite folder. So you don't need to have the CD-ROM ready in case the operating system asks for those files. Just redirect it, point it to that folder on your C drive. When installing the chipset drivers, I noticed that the devices were picked up much faster than usually. This is a difference I've observed with Windows ME. It seems to be much faster at installing the chipset drivers after a reboot. So that's also nice to see. And yeah, again, it saves me some precious time. I also installed Windows ME just to see what it's like. It worked without any issues and nice to see the system restore feature that can cause some issues was disabled out of the box. Some other observations or maybe recommendations for new versions of the reference images with the Windows ME image. The screens, the menu options still refer to Windows 98, so that might be confusing to some people. So maybe change that to show Windows ME when you're using the Windows ME image. It was nice to see the 3D Mark benchmarks included on the CD. Here we are on the Windows 98 Quick Install project page. And the creator is nothing other than Eric from Germany. Eric is well known in the Retro PC community. He's done a lot of projects, including the K6 Init utility that we reviewed recently on the channel. Let's scroll down and have a look. Here we have some screenshots of what this program looks like. Here is a description which outlines how this program works. In essence, you need an existing Windows 98 installation and then you package that together with drivers and your tools basically slipstreaming everything together. It uses Linux as a base. It supports Windows 98, 98 SE, and Millennium Edition. It needs at least a 486 processor with 24 megabytes of memory. There are various boot options from CD or DVD. You can boot from a floppy, and of course you can boot from a USB flash drive. To create your own images, you need a version of Windows or Linux together with Python, and then run a bunch of Python scripts. And to prepare your Windows 98 and ME installation, it is recommended that you set it up in 86 box. Now, I like to dive straight into the action. I saw this section here. I don't want to read and do all of this. Okay, go to the Release tab. And this is really cool. We're getting a bunch of quick install reference images. There are 3 versions. One is Windows 98 SE fully patched. Another one uses 98 Lite, a micro version which is smaller, together with DirectX 8.1, also fully patched. And then we have Windows ME. Here we can see a list of all the patches and utilities that are supplied with these images. And once Windows is installed, there is more available on the CD, more drivers, and all sorts of programs from 3D Mark, DirectX, and much more. And here we go. Under Assets, you can find all the images. I will be using the Windows 98 Quick Installation Micro. It's only 648 megabytes and fits perfectly on a CD-R. The license keys for the full version, they have been made available for free. So one recommendation is to include the license key into the file name. That way you can quickly activate the software, and then when you run the benchmark, you don't need to let it run through all the tests. You just select the main 3D benchmarks. So for me, it's early days. I've only started using this. I'm positively surprised, and I do plan on using Windows 98 Quick Install going forward in some more projects to get some experience under my belt. This is also one of the reasons why in this video I will not be showcasing how to create your own custom images just yet. There's actually quite a bit more detail to it. And yeah, at this point in time, I have a lot of other projects that need my attention. And to some of you, playing with virtual machines and then finding your ideal configuration of Windows in combination with drivers and patches, that might sound like fun to you. At the moment, I just don't have the mental capacity and time on my hands. So maybe that's for a future video. But I also want to hear from you guys. Have you used Windows 98 Quick Install before? What is your take on it? Have you found anything that doesn't work or anything that positively surprised you? So all in all, the Windows 98 Quick Install gets a huge thumbs up from me because, yeah, it's a time saver. I spend a lot of time in the lab, and installing Windows 98, it's a big part of what I do. And as you know, Windows 98 can be a little bit flaky. And once you have a project where you're swapping video cards and motherboards, installing Windows 98, it just takes a lot of time. I have done some preparation in that regard with an unattended installation, but even that one takes 7 to 10 minutes to install on a fast machine. So this definitely cuts the installation time, down to like a minute or 2, depending on what machine I've been using. So yeah, huge thumbs up, and I do want you guys to check it out, burn it onto a CD-ROM, give it a go, and report any findings back down below in the comment section. In the video description, as always, you will find links to all the resources to get up and running. And yeah, that's it from me for this one. We had a look at Windows 98 Quick Install. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you soon with another one.